Day is it today? Friday! Yay! Well, everyone thinks it's summer solstice today, but it was actually yesterday.
Oh, well, let's just be like when the Queen had, the King has 2 birthdays. Let's just sort of stretch it out, shall we? Let's have it all weekend.
Stretch it out. Exactly. Yeah. Yes, because there's a full moon tomorrow as well. A pink moon. A pink moon, Wendy.
Oh, it's my moon. It's my moon. No one else can have it. Oh, how exciting. No wonder everything's going bing, 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 bing. No doubt Yvette would tell us exactly what it all means. But yeah, how exciting.
I love it. And now we've got the dog joining in.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, stop it right now.
So
you went to your dog class. See, Angus is being perfect and divine. He will be 13 this month.
Wow.
I know, seriously old, because you multiply by 7, so that's 91.
Wow.
Yeah. So no wonder he's a bit of a grumpy old shit, but he is.
Exactly. We'll let him off.
Yeah, we'll let him off.
Happy summer solstice.
Yes.
One day. Happy pink moon, which is tomorrow. And I'm joined by the fabulous Wendy, who has been, you're like a client, but you're basically part of the team.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. I thought you were going to say he's been kicking around for bloody ever.
Well, you have, but like you are a client, like I say, you're part of the team, really, aren't you? The inner circle.
Darling, I'm just addicted to you two because everything you do and the way that you guys are just evolving so beautifully and handling everything that life throws at you and learning things all the time and passing on. You're so generous with everything that you teach us and pass on, and I just love it. It's just like the whole energy of everyone rises together. So I think somebody said somewhere that they would come to the opening of an envelope. In fact, indeed, they would pay for the opening of an envelope if you did it. I might not go that far to pay for it, but no. But yeah. So I have been around for a while, and anything that's going, I've sort of stopped mainly doing the shiny shit syndrome of there have been a couple of other things that have been useful and helpful. Denise Duffield Thomas's Money Bootcamp definitely was helpful to me for a period of time. But honestly, you guys have just got all the answers. Sorry, I'm a bit smoke blowing up your arse now, aren't I? And we haven't even started.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. And well, yes, because you started with us in our Soul Sister program. I'm sure you did bits before then, and the mastermind. And now you are training. Is that the right word?
I'm training.
A mind coding practitioner in our first mind coding collective.
Oh, I know.
Fabulous. So how are you finding it?
Well, do you know, it's honestly, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It is such a privilege to be able to go that deep with things. And as you said, you've got to go through it and mirror it all and do it all yourself before you can possibly help other people. But there are already a million ways that I'm seeing, that it can help people. It's just fantastic. It's not just, sound like a Marks and Sparks ad, don't I? But it's not just any old coaching. It's mind coding, and it's just I'm absolutely loving it. I am, because maybe I have the luxury of a little bit more time at the moment. I am going through it quite slowly. I feel like I always thought I was quite a sort of sort things out person, and actually, oh bless us, little Donna popping up with little comments. But I just I don't even really know what to say. I think
is this Wendy speechless?
Bloody hell.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. God forbid. No, and we're only on module 5. Like, we've got, 12 modules. God only knows where we end up, the moon by the time we finish. Yeah. And I did it. So as you know, I was the very first person to press the button. She says, showing off. Yeah, I'm not showing off, but literally, I just knew. And universal timing wise, I had just left a job that I'd been in for 15 years. And I'd managed to wiggle a little bit of redundancy payment thanks to another beautiful person in your circle, the lovely Nicola Wrightson, who said, why don't you? And I went, oh, that's an idea. I never thought about that. So it's given me a little bit of breathing space. And I thought, well, there's, you know, it's not a ton, but it's a little bit. And I thought, no, there's only one thing that's getting spent on. It just came at absolutely the right time. And I thought I'm going to do that without being remotely attached to the outcome. I'm just going to do it because, you know, for me and for my self-development. And if I can then go on and help lots of other people too, then fabulous. And it came at the same time as I'm creating a Heartful app to try and help, because my perception is like out there in the world, there are so many people, and I promise not to bang on about the pandemic because you never get me off here, but there are so many people in a sort of post-pandemic stress place. I think it's 8 out of 10 women said they're overwhelmed or just can't cope at some point during the last year. So, but my perception is there's lots of people who do a big tick for physical fitness and they go, oh, well, I'll go down the gym then, or I'll go and run a marathon. Not me. I don't, just to say, I don't do those things, but I should do a bit more. But they do their thing physically, but they don't give a single bit of thought to their emotional fitness. But to try and say to them, okay, you're going from 0 to sit down and meditate for an hour every day, I just don't think they will. So it's like a step of making it just 15 minutes a day, and people just choose a little energy shot or 3 little energy shots for every day, and to make it just really simple, because that's sort of the way my brain works, try and make things simple all the time. Yeah, so I was doing that already in this space, in this time space, and I thought, well, it all does dovetail together beautifully. You know, so yeah, so it's yeah. And then if that wasn't enough, it's like bloody Christmas or whatever, then up popped money frequency. And I thought, well, that's like my health and my actual wealth that is money, because I think about true wealth being, you know, everything else. I'm very, very blessed. But the money part of my picture is not good right now, because I'm starting a whole load of things from scratch. And basically, I've got more money coming in, but that's okay. It will be all right, because I'm doing your wonderful thing starting tomorrow.
I love that. And just tell everyone as well about just your journey. So like what you were doing before, then what you decided to do in December this year, like you say, through redundancy, and then like just like your mind shifts and how that changed for you to move out of full-time role into faith, trust and knowing with your own business.
Yeah, so I think the first big thing for me when I came to you was I was having a really tough time with my teenage daughter, and I know people say, oh, you were only doing the best you could, but like you, I'm a single mum. I was being a shit mum, and I'm owning that. You know, I don't need people to say, oh, you were doing the best you could. I was kind of fine over here with one child, and then Evie had a lot of problems, which I didn't realise. And I just kept thinking, well, why isn't she going to bed? Why is she on her phone all the time? Why is she so bloody anxious all the time? You know, I didn't get it. So you guys were brilliant in terms of helping me to think about her map of the world, and I was very much in masculine, single mum, get shit done energy. You know, that's where I lived, and that's what I'd always done, and my life was very happy. But I needed to lean much more into the feminine healing energy, which then all became so a big lesson from Evie. It was me that needed to change, and so I became much more nurturing, much more feminine, if you like, and much more heartful. And that was hence heartfulness was kind of born, and it rumbled along. It took a couple of detours into things like mum power, but then I decided, although I've got so much that I could help mums with, to go back and revisit all the time what was quite a traumatic period for me, I'm not sure that's for me. But the whole kind of heartfulness and helping people to listen to their hearts and rebalance the kind of lower level emotions that sit in their hearts, that absolutely is my bag. It's what I've spent. I've been a homeopath for 25 years, and it's what I've spent a lot of my homeopathy time doing. Is I always get the emotional stuff always comes to me. So that was kind of my life. And so years ago, I was ran a marketing agency, and so all those things kind of came together in the way the universe does in a job which was part marketing, part homeopathy in a natural health group of clinics. So that was all perfect. But actually, a couple of circumstances, a couple of new people in, me beginning to feel a bit like a square peg in a round hole. But I'd never really had the courage before. I knew it for quite a while, I think, but I'd never really had the courage to go, no, I've got a much bigger mission here than just fannying about with a few bloody emails or social media posts or, you know, whatever. And yeah, I what I was doing, I realized, was actually, I wholeheartedly believe in naturopathy and natural medicine, but I was riding on the coattails of somebody else's passion, actually. And I could see a lot of things wrong that I would like to change, and they weren't changing anytime soon. So all kind of came together, and somebody triggered me, and it's questioning my value to the business and whatever. And I spent about 2 hours walking around my living room going like this, you know, as you do, like a 3-year-old child, going, you stupid fucker, you've got no bloody idea, you know, whatever. But then I thought, you know what, thank you, because that happened for a reason. It never happens to you, does it? Happens for you. And that just showed me, do you know what? It's time. Now is my time to my favorite people. Exactly. It's time to do your own thing that's been bumbling in the back of your head for I don't know how long. So I have had quite a lot of pivots along the way. I always laugh about that. It always makes me think of a hippo in a tutu when I think that. I think, oh, here she goes again, you know, oh, she's pivoting. Oh, she's pivoting again. But actually, it really feels like the hippo in a tutu is going
in
right.
one direction.
Absolutely. It's one direction. Exactly. I've moved into one direction with my tutu on. Yeah, that conjures up all sorts of images. Yeah, it does. So heartfulness and 1 million heartful is my mission. I mean, you know, you've got to pluck a number out of somewhere, haven't you? So why not? You know, yeah. So that's so. Without doing all the mind work, there's no way I would have been able to do that easily and that quickly, and that sort of, trustingly. It was just like, yeah, okay, this is what I'm doing now, and I'm really excited about it.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
because you did have you still have like limiting beliefs, like we all do, like stuff that comes up that you now have tools to be able to manage, right? But we get in our own way, don't we? So loads of people, I would imagine, want to leave their full-time job and go into business full-time, or leave their whatever career and forget. And you have mind monkeys and you have limiting beliefs that come up. Well, obviously you got the tools to be able to overcome them and still pursue your.
Yeah, but I mean, that you know, going through mind coding, because we're digging deeper again, they're still there. You know, I've never run a successful business. I'm too old. I'll be 64 this year, as I always keep saying. I must stop saying this, actually. The age at which the Beatles decided they had to feed people. You know, will you still feed me when I'm 64? Like, bugger that. But anyway, I'm old. I'm fat, and I have never run a successful business, and I don't look like maybe you should do on Instagram. Now I know that all of that is bullshit, and I am busy working through it. But yeah, they're absolutely there. Yes, please don't think I've just sat there and gone, oh yes, I'm doing this now and everything's fine and dandy. But they don't take a hold, you know.
Yeah.
And as you say, you've got the tools. And the whole thing with mind coding is it's just all about getting on the right frequency, isn't it? However you get there.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's what feels it's changed.
I love that. I love that. And like you said, money frequency, everyone's in there. Well, people are joining the Facebook group, like the private Facebook community is off today. And then we're using an amazing Telegram, and we've got people are in the Telegram. We've got like a celebrations channel. Like we're getting everything set and everyone in there. I can't remember the number now, but it's like way over 110. Maybe it's up to 120, which is fabulous. So we are just so excited. Like you've got one more chance, I think, today to jump in. Otherwise, it goes up to £44, which is still a bloody steal. But right now, you can still get in for £22, a quid a day, a quid a day.
It's mental. It's absolutely, honestly, people would be mad not to do it. Absolutely mad not to do it. I just don't get why people wouldn't. I really don't, because I think that the collective of having all those 111 plus people in a group, obviously plus you two, and what I like about it, I mean, I Telegram is just another app. So if anybody's going, oh, I'm not sure what that is, just like using WhatsApp or using something else, but just happens to be in Telegram, then, but what I love about that is you can do it. What I gather is you guys will be putting your things in every day, but you can do it when you want to in the day. Sure, you best to keep, I would say,
you don't have to be live.
It's best, but it's best to keep up every day. It's good because that's good for your energy, and it means you're kind of, you've got, what do they say so lovely, skin in the game. But it's so flexible. So yeah.
Because we've had a couple of people say, what if it's not live, so therefore, like you've said, the recording will be there and it's flexible, so you can access it when it suits you, rather than needing to be somewhere at a certain time. And then you can listen to it multiple times if you want to.
And you can absolutely guarantee your money mindset will fundamentally shift, and so will what you attract if you do it. Like that's just guaranteed.
Yeah, manifesting. So we decide that we are going to have a different frequency. We're going to have a different vibration. We're going to be operating in high vibrations, in abundance, in prosperity, like just limitlessness up here, which is our attraction field, so that we attract more if we want. Where quite often, like you say, if the money isn't there, we're looking externally, the bank balance isn't where we want to. We're in lower vibrations. We're feeling lack. We're feeling scarcity. We're feeling fear. So then what we're attracting more of is just more of that. So that's why we have to raise the vibration. But like you say, not just for one single person, because we've got women and men. It's literally as a collective, just makes it even stronger.
There's that collective. There's that collective word again. Got collectives all over the place.
You coined that. I love it.
Love it. But yeah, seriously, I'm so excited about it, and it's just dropped at exactly the right time as ever.
We are equally excited. So if you would like to, still got time at £22, a quid a day, if you want to come and join our over 100, let's just say 120 now. It'll be more than that. People, women and men, to collectively raise your vibration in order to attract more money into your life. Who doesn't want more money? Have you ever heard anyone say, no, I've got enough money, I'm okay? Like, who says that?
If you know any more personally, do some good with it. But
tithe it. So I'm going to pop the link in there. So we'll pop the link in. So if you haven't seen the link, and if you haven't seen the post, like if you follow us, like it's impossible. But if you're sitting on the fence going, oh, well, I'm not sure it's going to work for me. It's science. This is science. Frequency, energy, vibration, attraction is science. So it didn't work for one person, not for the other. It works for everyone who chooses to get involved and apply it. So if you want to be in the science, if you want to have more money, and you want to be part of this amazing collective, then it's 22 quid, peeps. And even when it goes up to 44, it's only 44 quid. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't drink the stuff, but that's not 44 is not even a Starbucks a day, is it?
Absolutely not. You pay £3-4 for a cup of coffee. That would only get you to 10 days. So yes, we're so excited, very excited. Like I said, the energy is now building in the Facebook community and in the Telegram area that everyone's in. So it's just all the energy's building, isn't it? So
yeah.
So Wendy, what would you say? Because the reason we're doing these lives this week is because we turned 6 on the 18th. What is it now? Tuesday. So it was our 6th birthday, which is very exciting, and summer solstice and money frequency starting, and it's a new moon, so we're like, let's just get some energy, let's bring you here to just share your story, because it's inspiring, right? You've still had limiting beliefs, you've still got stuff in that got in the way, but you've overcome it and decided, no, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pursue my business, I'm going to become a mind coding practitioner, like I'm going to follow my dharma. Like, what advice would you give to anyone else who's sitting going, oh my god, yeah, that's okay for Wendy, but it's not possible for me?
Well, I would say, and sorry, smoky arse blowing again, but I would say get involved in anything that you do, whether you're at a level that it's that it's free versus up to becoming, if it's your jam, absolutely have a look at mind coding. So I would say, because that's surround yourself by other people who have either done it, who are in it, or who think in a similar way. That makes so much difference, because your muggle friends won't get it. They'll just go, you're what? You're doing what? And you think you'll get more money in your bank, are you mad? But that's fine. That's them in their space, and they'll join you in yours, or they won't at some point. I would say listen to your heart every day. I do my heartfulness breathing religiously, because like I always say this, I'm so bored. I'm such a stuck record, but I think it's quite good to be a stuck record. I'm calling that clarity now.
Yes.
Sorry about using your word, but I have clarity. And I always say this, that the first book that I ever read, the first self-help book, was Rebecca Campbell, Light is the New Black, because I love the title. I'm so shallow. But her quote was, your head leads you in circles, but your heart leads you home. And I think for me, that's just absolutely, it's totally, totally true. But it's just all about, you've got the answers inside of you. It's about stopping and taking the time to listen. But it doesn't need to be hours of your day. Everyone's got busy lives and things they've got going on. So yeah, I would say that. I would say be really aware of balancing your masculine and feminine energy. I don't just because I have a lot of pink in my house, you'll also notice I've got the England flags up there as well. Yeah, actually I think that's the perfect balance.
It is.
Telly reflected all over. But yeah, that's me. I'm as pink and soft as you like, and a bloody raging football hooligan. But hey, I call that balance. Yeah. So I would kind of say those things, if that makes any sense at all.
It makes total sense. Thank you. So yes, and if you are like we do, we've got a wait list for the next mind coding. So if you are interested in learning to become a mind coding practitioner and being taught neuroscience, spirituality, and energetics in a deeper way, which Wendy's talked about, like DM us and ask us, and you can get on the wait list for the next program. And money frequency, the links we'll make sure they're on all of these channels that we've gone live on. Like I say, one more day to jump in before it kicks off tomorrow at £22, £1 a day. Like, come on, peeps. Want more money? Costs £22. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. Yeah, but come in and generate the money to then pay for mind coding. See, and I would say about mind coding that there's a whole range of different women doing it, and some people, yes, are already coaches and they're building up the coaching skills, but it's completely different. And you can watch the pennies drop as people go, oh, the way I always did it. Yeah, I know this adds a massive new dimension to it.
Yeah,
it's something. Well, it's never been seen before, has it? It's totally unique. It's never been seen before. No. So if you're already a coach, I've done that. This is completely different. But you might be some. We've got not regular business owners that in there. We've got people who really don't know what they want to do yet, and that's absolutely fine. What better way to actually start to think about it, get all your limiting beliefs, get them out of the way before you start to think about what you're doing. So
love that.
Yeah. Sorry, I do sound a bit like a bloody super fan, don't I? But anyway, I am.
You are. And we are of you. Amazing. Well, thank you so much. So Stacey's just saying mind blowing about the course, because Stacey is a mind coder too. Mind blowing and surrounded by amazing people. Love the mind coding course. Thank you. And we love you as well, that you're on it as well. Mind coders. This is what we're called, aren't we? Mind coders. Right. Thank you so much. I think we're going to be live again next week. We've got a few dotted up in the coming weeks. Thank you, Wendy, for gifting us with your time.
No, thank you for everything. And I was going to look up what the 6th birthday celebration was. You know, you get like tin and paper and pearl.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. I don't know what it is though. Sorry, I forgot to do that. But anyway, happy 6th birthday, lovely ladies, and your team, and Neil and Caleb as well, and Holly and everyone who's all part of it.
Thank you. And to you, because like I say, you're part of the team. You're part of the furniture.
Yes, that's more like it. Part of the furniture.
Yes. Love it. Right. We are going to go enjoy the rest of the extended summer solstice and the full pink moon. And we will see you next week when we're live. Bye, guys.
Bye.